Welcome everybody to the Oakland A's franchise on MLB The Show 23. We're going to be ending the third season of the franchise today, and I really wanted to spend this really celebrating the progress we've made so far. We took over the team with the least amount of current talent and arguably one of the weaker minor league systems at the same time. And it really does take a while to rebuild a team here in the world of baseball. You don't draft guys who can become day one stars like in the NFL or NBA. It is a long grind. You need good direction, you need some luck, and you need time. Well, we're 2 years into this thing and almost done with number 3. We're hoping to surpass the 60 wins of last year, but that is no guarantee. But I think we'll get to at least 60 and give us a new high score, I guess. I think I want to see us win 6 games here and win at least enough games to only lose 99. But I think it'd be a fun episode for us to really spend some time player locking with some of these young guys and to talk about the progress that we have made in this series. There has been, I think, a lot of progress, even if the big league team doesn't really show it as much. But down at AAA, you've got the stars of the future, we're hoping, and Aaron Don, Joe Michael, and you even got Miguel Cabrera, a player that I think has really high potential. Might take a little more time, the defense, the durability have some concerns, but this guy can flat out hit and reach base. There is one thing, too, I wanted to point out as we get into today's fun. I always open these episodes focusing on something really obscure and minor, easy to overlook, and that's kind of how I like it. Luis Estrella, struggling down at AA, right? Supposed to be this interesting power speed prospect for us. I think the issue is that I had him playing defense, and that was impacted by his 33 durability. I had him playing in left field, and now the plan is to DH him, and I wonder if that will allow his offense to shine a bit more, because I tried to jump into a game here just to see what his fatigue would look like, and it's not good, I'll tell you that much. I mean, these minor league teams, they have the same schedule, okay? It's super routine oriented here. They get Monday off and play 6 games in a row in the same city against the same team. And I think for certain guys like Estrella, he just needs to probably DH a lot more. I also wanted to point out that starting pitcher Luis Medina has ran into a bit of a cold streak lately. His ratings are still in a really good spot, and the thing I forget about is that you don't just show up and all of a sudden these numbers appear. There's ebbs and flows, hots and cold streaks during a season. He just happens to be in a cold streak now. So if you look at the stats at the end of the year, you say, yeah, that's a middling ERA and whip. But because we've gone through this whole season, we know he had a few really good months. And now he's not quite finishing the way we'd like. Sometimes you're not quite sure about a guy's development, and I think a lot of it has to do with he had a good month, ratings are going up. Had a good month, they're continuing to go up. Now you run into a bad month, and you give up a couple 3-run homers in a game, you can tank your ERA pretty quickly. I'm glad we go through the series and the seasons the way we do so we can understand that just the snapshot of his stats now don't really reflect how his season went. And that can probably help explain why Landon Sims, the numbers aren't great and he's still developing. I thought maybe it was age-related and it would be easier to develop as a 24-year-old, but maybe it's because he had a couple good months and then, like I said earlier, in 21 innings, you give up a 3-run home run randomly, say goodbye to your numbers. He might be a little ways away. I'm not going to be rushing him, especially with our crowded outfield, but Miguel Cabrera is somebody I regard as maybe our 3rd or 4th best prospect in the organization. I think his ceiling as a hitter is very high. Durability and defense are why we're not going to be moving things too quickly for him, as he's dealt with some injuries this year, including a more serious one early in the season. But without a doubt, he's one of our best minor league hitters, carrying a 400 plus on base percentage for much of the season down at AA, and still performing pretty well, boosted up a level. Now, Cabrera's average is only 212, but he does walk a ton. and I don't think I've ever gotten the chance to play with him. This stance does not seem familiar whatsoever. Well, welcome in, everybody, to today's episode. We're going to finish off the year. Going to talk about some prospects, and we begin with Miguel Cabrera. Very open, hunched down stance, and this one does not hit him, and the runner advances to third base. With Cabrera, though, I am planning on DHing him, although his power is nothing great. On the ground to third base, and Cabrera is retired. It's not like he has no power. Like, he's certainly 48 against lefties is going to get you somewhere, and he is a switch hitter, so you always have, the platoon advantage if you need it there. I think he's going to be really good. He's only 18 years old. I'm thinking he's probably 2 years away or so. I really want to work on some of these weaknesses, and because he basically needs the DH, that makes it a little tougher to find a home for him. Cabrera with the drive, out to left, and it's going to be extras. Hustling into second with a double. Shea Langoliers. I like how he's played down at AAA this year, and I didn't feel the need to bring him back up with Susac playing pretty well. But I think that now I love this situation. Next year, you can look at Shea and Susac competing to see who can be the true catcher of the future. I give the edge to Susac based on, I guess, recency bias and maybe a skill set that is a little less boom or bust. But I think, honestly, having two of them together is a really nice situation. Here we got Trenton Brooks, man. He's been mashing this season for us at AAA, and it's a hot scorcher to third base that finishes off the inning. Las Vegas unable to get their first run. Cabrera only 5'7", and he kind of leans over in a way that makes him, gives him kind of a smaller strike zone than you're used to having here. He's not just a great hitter, he's got some great plate discipline here, and I know I'm controlling him. Trying to stay true to his style, being patient. 3-2. That one is a hot shot to third base. Cabrera put a good swing on it. He wanted that hit. He wanted to boost his average with that one. I see Cabrera as a top-of-the-order fixture for us in the future. A guy who's going to be maybe the best on-base player the team has. I'm thinking 350, 400 on base for him. And if there's ever a guy in this series who might have a chance to compete for a batting title, it's going to be this guy right here. A little late. Into center field. Might be his last chance. Oh, maybe not. 6-4. Bottom of the ninth inning. 2 down. It's all up to Miguel Cabrera here against JP Fireeisen. Ooh, I don't know. A little too excited right now. We got to tone it down. Hitting as a lefty now. Inside. 70 batting clutch, which takes over the contacts rating when there are runners in scoring position. 61 plate vision. Just hit the outside edge. Strike 2. On the ground, played at third base, and the game is over. Las Vegas rallies, but comes up short in the end. Aaron Don gave us a homer and a double. I think he's the reason this game got close. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of time left in this season to really see if we have Luis Estrella benefit from being a DH. But I felt like we should get in a game with him anyway. Estrella doesn't have the really high ceiling that a lot of players in this organization have, but I think he's a more intriguing role player because he has really good power, really good speed. I think he's the type of guy who can stick on a bench for a while. The issue has been getting him to play well enough at AAA and AA to warrant that eventual opportunity. And again, I wonder if that's just the durability and everything, as that really was a bad swing. My bad. Here's a line drive over short, and Estrella is aboard. Trying to hustle into second with that blazing speed, and there's a double here in the 6th. Estrella only has C potential. There really is no guarantee that it's going to work out for him. He's just got a couple tools that are extremely intriguing, and it's a matter of if he can put up enough production here to maybe get a little progression and get his chance. Bottom of the 9th inning, Estrella in a tie game. Amarillo put up their run in the 8th inning, and now Estrella with a chance. 2-0. Big cut there on the fastball in. Hard to catch up to one that far inside. 2-2. Full count now, and if he gets aboard, his speed is dangerous. Ooh, fouled back a fastball right down the middle. That plate vision at 36 is a concern. And now a drive, left field. Estrella ends it. Midland wins the game. Wow. He got another chance and crushes number 5 to left field, like Carlos Correa the other night. That's a pretty cool moment for a guy who's kind of struggled here in the minors throughout these 2 seasons, but I still feel like there's a real opportunity with him. I feel really good about our number 1 pick in this series, Aaron Don. 77 overall, now 19 years old, and likely making his debut early next season. The arm, I've seen that continue to get up. +5 on the arm strength, +6 on the accuracy, and I still think that can develop a bit at the majors. That's not going to keep him from getting called up. The imbalance in his contacts was a bit of a concern, and then the power, but I think he's shown really good power this year down at AAA. So it's going to be hard, I think, to not have Don on the big league roster when we get underway in year 4. I do think he'll end up playing in left field, helping hide his weaker arm. We'll have stronger arms in center and right field. But I think if the progression continues, there's a chance he moves to center like originally was the plan. He has the speed to make good plays there, and I got to play with him defensively in the spring, and I really liked what I saw. There's a drive into right, fair ball into the corner. Don around first. We'll hold up at second with a 2-out double. .456 slugging this year, 36 doubles to go with 14 homers. 50-plus extra base hits here for Aaron Don, and now Miguel Cabrera. Let's see if he can battle back from an 0-2 count to make something happen. It's a ground ball past the diving first baseman. Here comes Don. He will score, and the Aviators get on the board. You just got to let him fly around third base sometimes. That's a really close play. That's awesome. You don't know how good it feels to jump into one of these episodes, and you know baseball's a fickle game. You don't know if you're going to have a lot of action here or not. You might have a bad day, bad week hitting. Got an extra base hits with everybody and a walk-off homer under our belt. This is where he's got to improve, though. Lefty. His ratings have actually gotten worse, I believe, in that department, and we'll take a look at what his numbers against lefties are. Would hope that he can eventually figure it out a little bit. And the screwball misses low. It's a 3-2 count. Or that's a sweeping curve, my bad. Missed inside, and again, Cabrera's going to have a chance with Don's speed aboard. And let's see what Cabrera can do here. 1-2. Not going to take off here against the lefty. That's a soft one and a pop-up to short. How about Trenton Brooks and his 24 home runs? What can he do? Now we're told to take off. They're trying to hold him here. I'm not going to do it. I might want to see this count work a little bit. Maybe I can find a good time to take off. as Brooks is already behind. 0-2, I love stealing on 0-2 counts because I'm counting on like a curveball in the dirt sometimes. Here he goes. And it missed, and Don steals second base. We're one of the worst stolen base teams right now in the major leagues. I think we are the worst. And Don can certainly help us change that as Brooks looks at strike 3. That looked like a pretty hittable pitch. Logan Davidson. You got a lot of these infielders here in this organization that are a little bit older on the prospect side, 26 to 28 years old. B potential, but just kind of average ratings. Not much stands out. These guys haven't developed all that successfully. Oklahoma City has won the game. Aaron Don still put in a pretty good performance, but we take the L in this one. Why don't we spend a day now at the major league level? Oakland against the Minnesota Twins. I think our team MVP this year, and you can vote down in the comments. You guys voted for Nick Gordon last year, and I agreed with that. I think this year, though, Tyler Soderstrom might be my pick. And I guess right now I can't offer the contract, but I think I want to sign him to one of those Braves-esque deals. You're seeing a lot more common now. Left center hit well. Soderstrom. Ooh, I want 3 so bad, but I'm not doing it. Correa's relay was going to be right on target. I can offer that deal in the offseason, and I want to do it. I think it'll be like an 8-year, $60 million contract. Like a little bit lower than what Michael Harris got when he signed his deal with the Braves. Soderstrom's future is likely just going to be our everyday first baseman. And I think his defense will continue to improve as Brown hits one through the infield, and we're going to hold there. I guess I could look at the third base coach, but I guess I forgot to. Gordon's still been really good this year. I love having him on the team. And now we got runners at the corners and a 2-0 count. That one's hit into right field, and I'm not planning on running on that. Cody Bellinger, he's got to be feeling the heat. We have a lot of outfielders here that are coming up, and I feel like Cody probably doesn't have a huge future remaining with us. Still 1 year under his current contract. And now Trey Sweeney. He's been a very nice addition late in the year for us. Bases loaded. 2 down, and Chris Paddock ahead 1-2. That one is driven deep, right field. Going back, Sweeney sends it out. Grand slam. And the A's take a lead over Paddock and the Twins. Number 3 for Trey Sweeney. Ooh, slider right over the middle. That's the dream pitch there with the bases loaded. Well, they got Austin Martin here at the majors now. Soderstrom. It's going to be a ground ball past him. Yeah, first base is a weird one to play defensively sometimes, because you're not sure if the ball's going to be hit at you or if you just have to go to the bag. And, of course, our pitching gave up our grand slam advantage. What's going on? Ooh. I see Soderstrom, though, as a high 20, 30 home run hitter for us and just a really good all-around player. I think he'll have the offensive impact, potentially, of a guy like Paul Goldschmidt. I think he's going to hit for average with a lot of power. And there's a reason he was the best prospect this team had when we started this series up. Oh my! I'd love to know, was I a little early? Oh, that hurts. Twins are winning now. What are we doing here? We're trying to get to at least 63 wins here, and we haven't gotten a victory in this episode. Under this one, and not far to Roman center as Buxton will make the play. Bases loaded, Carlos Correa. Twins got 7 now. What's going on? And Correa bunts. We're going to have just one play here, it looks like. Kirilloff. Oh, it's past Soderstrom. Yeah, I'm not sure he's going to make too many of those highlight plays at this stage. His defense just isn't there. Oh, man, I feel like we're swinging right through some awesome pitches here. Bailey Ober is the pitcher. Got him looking at the knees. Are you kidding me? We got to face Jhoan Duran. I checked the numbers before we got into our action today. He had allowed 4 runs in over 50 innings. I can't even see right now. Like the brightness off the batter's eye right now, I can't even pick that up. And it's Duran throwing over 100 miles per hour. What do you expect? All right, Twins win. We get swept in Minnesota. And the search for 60 plus is not looking great right now. Ooh, that was Ryan Cusick. 4 innings, 5 runs allowed. Welcome to the majors, I guess. Duran gets saved 53. You've got a 1-run lead to protect. Close it out with Acevedo. And there's a runner at second base already. Acevedo has been a really nice pitcher for us in this series. Given his age, though, he might be somebody we look to trade at some point, but he's taken over this closer role. You know, that wasn't his role when the series began. He just kind of grew into it, and he fits right in. He's been really good. 0-2 on Reyes. On the ground, into left field. Gordon's going to come up throwing with the runner coming home, and he's out at the plate. Nick Gordon throws him out with Kyle Farmer applying the tag. Let's go. That was awesome. Now the runner did get to second base, and now Kiermaier's going to pinch hit for him. He's got good speed, but now we got that first out. Santiago Espinal is the hitter. I like that ticker down below. Trey Sweeney, 6 RBIs and a loss to the Twins. Yeah, I mean, it's easy to just focus on how bad the team is, but man, we got some individuals here. If this was tennis, there'd be more to celebrate, I guess, but it's a team sport. That's a chopper. Espinal down the line, in time at first base. 2 down. Up to Bo Bichette. Who's behind him? Oh, okay, I'm not pitching around him. Didn't take long to make that call. Ooh, the fastball high and tight, 94, and it's strike 2. A strike away for Acevedo. Grounded to short. Kevin Smith wins it for Oakland. There's 58. Just a couple more to go, everybody. Nice save there for Acevedo. We dropped the next game, so 58 and 93. We'll return to the majors here in a little bit. But right now, we're going back down to AAA as Joe Michael looks to make his last scheduled start of the season. Hopefully, the rain does not end up shortening this outing. But Joe Michael, the #1 prospect in all of baseball. We've been patient throughout his year, and this might be the last action he has. I have enjoyed playing with him. I think he's right on track, and there are some in the comments I see who want us to stay like hyper patient and maybe go 2 full years in the minors. I don't really think we'll be doing that. You know, he's going to be on the big league roster to start the year next season as far as spring training goes. You know, if he doesn't play well, I'm not afraid to option him. That's down and a base hit for Barossa. But ultimately, he's an 85 overall pitcher. I think that he's ready. I've just wanted to spend this first year, you know, developing and just not rushing anything along. Franklin was on our roster just a little while ago, but traded him. I forget what that deal entailed. Popped him up. That's a big one there, behind 3-1. And Shea's going to handle it. There's a good curveball that gets strike one. And a line drive down the line and left. A fair ball into the corner. And they're going to wave home the runner. Relay. Not in time. Reno on the board. And now a line drive again to left field. And the runner will stay put at third base. But concerning start here for Joe Michael. They are hitting the ball very hard. Ketel Marte's down here. What's he doing at AAA? They got him, Mark Canha. You see a lot of guys who have a bunch of Major League experience here sometimes. And Michael unable to find the zone here early on. But a ground ball could be two. We need it to be. Double play. Michael's ratings overall are very good, and the home run per 9 and control ratings are the main focus of developments with him. But he's been able to rack up a lot of strikeouts this season, and the home runs, while the rating isn't great, he hasn't allowed a ton of home runs. He's had 2 complete game shutouts, 14 quality starts at AAA, and he did a very good job at AA before getting the call-up. So, next year, he'll start at spring training, and we'll see how those games go. We got him that experience this season, and he wasn't ready. There was way too much hard contact, and he just wasn't quite complete there. He could strike out big league hitters, but they also cause a lot of damage. And then you got the feedback I've received on maybe adding a pitch to guys like him and Cam Cope, and I think we'll experiment maybe with a sweeper or something going into next year and just set it up to have low ratings. But it's nice to expand a guy's arsenal like that when there's something missing. Line drive into center field, and Don comes in to make the play. No strikeouts yet for Joe Michael, and they just continue to make solid contact. And that was on a pitch that wasn't even in the zone. And now we can't find a strike against Willie Castro. 3-0, we're going 2-seam. And that misses away. Grounded on to second base, and Michael finishes off the inning. Launch to left field, going back, but not hit all that deep. Feels good to have a 7-run cushion here. The offense got going for us. Nobody had a big home run or anything. Those 7 runs have been created by 6 different players. 6 players by the 3rd inning have, well, actually 6 players through 2 innings have RBIs for us. 0-2. Still looking for strikeout number 1. This is kind of an odd start here for Michael. Popped up on the fastball up. So at least getting some weaker contact from time to time. There you go. Get him to expand the zone a little bit. And now let's see if we can get that strikeout. 0-2 on Mark Canha. Waved at it, strike 3. Not a bad start here we have going. Little high there from Michael on the fastball at 99. It's hard to not get into a repetitive groove here when you're missing like a slider or something else here. I don't want to throw the curveball too much, and so it's just kind of fastball, changeup, occasional curve. 2-2. Marte pops it up. Michael wants this one. There you go. That's the fastball we're looking for. Honestly, not as many swings and misses as you'd normally see from Michael. Curveball hit sharply, but nice play at first by Trenton Brooks. I feel like the BABIP is finally on his side here these last few innings. Normally, with so many put in play, you don't expect great results with Michael, and early on, that was the concern. They're still hitting the ball hard, though. I feel like this isn't exactly what you want to see. 3-1 from Michael, and the curveball's hit on the ground to first base. Oh, you want that one right there at 98. Falling behind Willie Castro. There's a pop-up. We've gotten a fair amount of those. Now they're having trouble leaving the infield. I'm hearing the thunderstorm. I really don't want there to be a rain delay because Michael's only at like 69 pitches right now. Almost there. Really settling into a groove. That's foul. The 0-2 on Barossa. Ooh, he checked his swing. Got him looking, though, at 99. There you go. Chasing the changeup. Franklin now in trouble. 0-2. And a soft fly ball into left center field. 2 down. I think he's actually had good control of the curve today. Didn't get the call there, but he really hasn't had a bad miss. And strike 2 at the knees as Michael gets ahead. Gotta go up and in here. Struck him out. The way this began, I was not thinking about the 7th inning being a possibility, but good to be here. 8-1 Las Vegas. Popped up again. I can't wait to go into the analysis. I know that might be considered a fly ball, but that was like pop-up contact. Like 83 exit velo, really soft. That one hit hard, but they're having trouble just finding space. Sometimes when you're hitting, it feels like there's 25 guys in the defense, and there's just nowhere to put the ball. It's probably where they are right now. 2 down. Kennedy's way out in front. He's prepared for that fastball. We're going to make him stay disciplined. 0-2. Wow. Give it all you got here. Checked it. The strikeout pitch to me with Michael is the fastball up and in. 2-2. Fouled back. Just off the plate. Michael looking to complete 7. 3-2. On the ground. Chopped to short. 7 very good innings for Joe Michael. But is that going to be it? As we move ahead to the 8th inning, he is not exiting. I love that he's got that elite level stamina. When he's having a good day, like, you're going to have to be the reason he comes out of the game. He's not going to get tired. If you can't hit him, you're going to deal with him all game. Struck him out on the curveball. Baseball is a game where it feels like certain things change, like the chain reaction on certain events. I go back to that double play earlier. Everything's been different once we turn that. Curveball did it last time. Back for more. Does he go? No. Got him that time. Fastball over the inside edge. Ooh, where did that one miss? Getting one of those every episode now. 2-2. A strike away from wrapping up the 8th in a 9-1 ball game. Kind of forgot about the changeup. Pitch 102. Changeup is chopped over Michael. I can't see. Play made. Nope. He beat it out. That's their first hit in a while. How many innings did that take? Michael at 108 pitches now. Just missed, apparently. Dude, you cannot enjoy getting rained on for 3 hours in an 8-run game. Call it a strike. Got him that time. And they're going to leave him out there in the 9th inning. Can Michael do this all on his own? Keep the bullpen dry. There you go, waving at it. I'm actually curious. They do have guys warming up. Okay, I was wondering. 0-2. 115th pitch. And it's fouled off. Wondering if this might be his last batter here. This is 117 pitches now. Waved at it. Strike 3 on Christian Franklin. And that looks to be it for Joe Michael. He gets 25 of the 27 outs. Not quite complete. He looks so annoyed that he's coming out of the game. I love it. If he's not perfect, he's unhappy. But a very nice day for Joe Michael and a terrific start to close out his first professional season. 8 1/3 innings, giving up 4 hits, 1 walk, striking out 7. So let's go through his analysis here. 66% strikes, focusing a lot on that four-seam fastball. The 4 hits were all on pitches that were just kind of missed over the plate. 21 foul balls, it felt like even more at times. 12 swings and misses, 6 of those on the changeup. Probably not a pitch we want to forget about. Fastball picked up 4 of the 7 strikeouts. Early on, there were a lot of hard hits. They popped up 5 in this game, 17 fly balls, 7 line drives. I do feel like we got a bit lucky on some of these balls in play. They had only 3 hard hits, though. 18 weak, so I guess it really wasn't too bad. But it was just kind of all condensed in one area of the game, so it stands out better. From Las Vegas, back up to Oakland now. We still have a few more games to go through this year. Ryan Cusick facing Reed Detmers. We got ourselves a tie game in the 9th inning. Our next win would tie last year's mark of 60 victories. Soderstrom already 3 for 4, leads off the 9th. Fly the other way, hooking foul. And it is caught in the corner. Nick Gordon chopped to the right side. 2 down quickly. And that's going to bring up Seth Brown, who now is our first 30 home run hitter in this franchise. 31 homers entering today's action. Well, maybe he hit one today, I'm not quite sure. But 31 is what he's got. Oh, busted the bats. On to the 10th we go. Max Stassi with a runner at second base leads off against Mason Miller, who seems to be racking up the innings here late in the season. Oh, come on. That spot just doesn't work anymore. It's broken. Walk the leadoff man, and now David Fletcher. A guy who doesn't strike out a ton, usually puts the ball in play, and yeah, this would be a good time to lay down a bunt. And he offered. Couldn't get it. I enjoy pitching to guys who are trying to bunt. Now a slider away. Oh, he got it down. We'll get the sure thing at first base. And then I think we're going to have Ward and Trout following, right? Yep. I don't really want to walk Ward then to get to Trout. Strike 2 from Mason Miller. A strikeout would be unbelievable right now. Ward lines it to Ernest. 2 down. And now we can walk Trout, bring in a new pitcher, and pitch to Hunter Renfroe. We're going to bring in Domingo Acevedo. 2.27 ERA, 34 of 40 on save attempts. And now at the base is loaded. Renfroe fouls off the first fastball. Slider misses low. Acevedo, 2-1. Flied for Clark in center. No runs allowed for Oakland. Now let's go finish this game off. We're going to run Lawrence Butler in the place of Seth Brown. And now Zach Geloff leads this inning off, and we're going to look to put down a bunt. Gets it down cleanly. Barehanded. In time. Trey Sweeney. Can he bring home the winning run? I'm guessing the outfield's in. Ooh, strike inside. A drive to right field. Sweeney, game over. Walk-off blast, and the A's walk off the Angels. Number 5 for Trey Sweeney. He didn't even have to hit it that far. But I think that's probably preferred as opposed to sacrifice bunt, sacrifice fly. There's number 60 for Oakland, tying our record or our win total from last season. Oh, wow, I didn't realize Renfroe already had 2 homers in the game, and he had a chance there with the bases loaded in the 10th. So 60 wins now for us, and that means we just need 1 more, and we have 8 games to get it. The Aviators' season is complete. 73 and 77 will not have them in the postseason, while the Rockhounds do make it. Ooh, 3-0 here for Oakland. Facing Kumar Rocker, actually. That's cool. I wouldn't mind playing this one just to see if I can get us win number 61. So Gordon's got himself a hitting streak going, and we're trying to continue it. Rocker in with the Rangers down 3-0. Struck him out. And Gordon will need another chance later on. Punch to the left field line. And Seth Brown's going to make it around first base. Trouble in the corner. Why not go for 3? In there, Seth Brown. Is that a triple or a double with an error? It's a triple. Let's see if Bellinger can bring him home now. 2 down. Ooh, slider. Got him there for strike 3. Wasting the triple. Let's see if we can keep them off the board. We got Victor Gonzalez. We're throwing out our best reliever right now. Gonzalez, a Rule 5 pickup and a very successful addition as Brown's going to range back and make the catch for out number 1. Garcia. This is going to the right field corner. Brown can't get there. Adolis Garcia with a double. Waved at it, and down on strikes is Sam Huff. 2 down for Victor Gonzalez. He's just pumping strikes in here. He's not missing. I think Gonzalez is one of the more intriguing bullpen players we'll have here going forward. Bouncing it through the right side, and Brown's going to come up throwing. Garcia to the plate. He will score. Texas is on the board. Again to right field. All 3 hits have gone in that direction. Now trying to get Jorge Mateo and nearly clipping the outside corner. Bounced it. Fair ball down the line. Another run's going to score. Mateo into second. That's overthrown. And now 2 in scoring position. Only a 1-run game, and we're going to have to probably look at making a change here. We ran into the bad outing suddenly for Victor Gonzalez. I thankfully had Zach Jackson getting warm. 5.5 ERA. I am terrified right now of this at-bat. Softly tapped towards Sweeney. He applies the tag, and we're out of the 7th. 293, 5 homers, and 24 RBIs for Trey Sweeney. I already feel like this guy's a star in the making for us. On the ground, and played at second. Little jump throw on to first base. Butler. Oh, come on. Bottom of the 8th inning now, Zach Jackson. Can you get us to the 9th with the lead intact? Right center field. Brown not gonna get there. Bellinger backs up, but Baker's got blazing speed. Leadoff triple in the 8th. What is going on, man? Zach Jackson already in trouble. Seager not biting. 3-1. You'd like to get a strikeout here and have a chance at saving this run from scoring. On the ground, and Baker's heading home. We had the infield at regular depth. And then he comes back to strike out Nate Lowe. Quickly getting ahead of Garcia. Jackson, 1 strike away. On the ground, here's Sweeney. Strong throw on to first. Can we get that go-ahead run now after blowing a 3-0 lead? Kevin Smith is the leadoff man. Smith hitting just .204 on the season. Jam shot right at second base. Geloff's numbers have improved. He's now hitting in the 240s. Like seeing that progress from him. It's the same hit. Not much of a threat here in the 9th inning. 2 down for Daryl Ernaiz. Patiently, though, getting ahead. And he draws the walk, which gives Nick Gordon a chance to extend his hitting streak. 0 for 4 on the day. We got speed now aboard. A hit to the gap could be fun. A drive to center field. And this one is run down as the inning comes to an end. And we're going bottom 9 with Alex Reyes coming in. Again, trying to get us to extras. Face the 6, 7, 8 hitters here for Texas. Sweeney on the first pitch gets a chance and makes the play. Strike 2 on Ezekiel Duran. We're going to the curve. Got him waving at it. Strike 3. Oh, man. I feel like those are getting like called balls more and more. A drive to center. Bellinger back. On to the 10th we go. Nice quick inning there for Alex Reyes. And now we see if we can work this extra inning magic again. Rocker's going to stay in there. We're not going to lead off with a bunt this time. Right through it. Good curveball by Rocker. I think he's shown really good stuff in this outing. I like that little update down there. Guardians complete franchise turnaround, win the Central. The Angels have won 3 straight titles now in this franchise. Popped him up. A tad late. Bellinger bounces it through. Sending the runner home. Oh no, it's Garcia! Why'd I do that? No! That works at AAA. It does not work here. Trey Sweeney is 1 for 3. Back up the middle and off the pitcher. Sweeney hustles in, base hit. So that means it's going to come down to Lawrence Butler, who is hitless on the day and on the season now, hitting 152. Not great. But a drive! That's out to right field, and it is going to be run down. All they got to do is get the runner from second home now. Popped up, though. That's a big first out. Big curveball there. Can't throw it a whole lot better than Reyes just did. Bounced it. Runner stays put. Ernaiz makes the play. Man, there's a lot of speed in this Texas lineup. I envy all this speed they have. I think I want to bring in Fujinami. Reyes is at 17 pitches. I'm going to bring in Shintaro Fujinami. Let me just do a little mound visit quick. He's been good. I don't want to leave a guy in, though, for a little too long. But Fujinami's had a rough season. Hoping this bullpen role can suit him better, but I don't know. Left field for Gordon. 11th inning, here we come. Butler's speed at second base as Farmer leads things off. Out in front. Let that one go. Ah, ugly swing. Sometimes when they miss badly, the release point is just enough to throw you off and get a bad swing. It's weird. And now Smith in the air, but we keep hitting it right at the center fielder. Geloff can't hit the slider. He's throwing a lot of those, and we haven't really gotten a hold of one. Have no runs off a rocker. And now Geloff in the air, left center field. Sent way back, and this one is gone. A 2-run shot for Zach Geloff. And we finally grab the lead. What a swing. Today we're seeing so many young guys step up and make big plays for us. This is awesome. Here he comes, Domingo Acevedo. 34 saves. We have 60 wins, and we're looking for 61. A new series high on the line. Not an easy situation either in the extra innings. Corey Seager leads off for Texas, and they've got the heart of their order. 3-4-5. Seager out in front. Acevedo ahead 0-2. He went around. Strike 3 for Acevedo. And now Nate Lowe. A lot of speed there at second, but that run is mostly irrelevant at this point. We're ahead of Lowe. The 1-2. On the ground, base hit left field. Not even going to throw it home. Just want to keep Lowe at first base. Adolis Garcia. That misses Lowe. Smothered by Farmer, and now taking off. Lowe is out at second. 2 down. Kyle Farmer with a big-time play. Here it is again on the quick recovery and a perfect throw. Garcia ahead in the count. Probably should be careful here, and I'm okay walking him overall. Huff is on deck. We got a strike. But we walk him. Winning run at the plate once again. Sam Huff is 0 for 4. There you go. Good slider away to start the at-bats. Let's see if he'll go outside here. He does. Strike 2. Win 61 for Oakland in the books. Acevedo gets the save. And what's wrong with the dugout floor? The game is over. A's win. A really exciting game. Going down to the wire and, again, winning in extra innings. That was fun. We officially have a new high win total in the series. 61 wins here for the Oakland A's. We win the next game at 62. And now our last series against the Angels. I want to activate Max Muncy, actually. I know he can't play, but I saw something about him like retiring possibly due to injury, and maybe it's better if he's just healthy. And the season's like over anyway, so what does it matter? 4 losses in a row, and now 1 game remaining. I'd like to make a roster move here on the final day of the season. It is time for Trenton Brooks to make his major league debut. He has earned it through the first 2 years in this series of smashing home runs down at Double and Triple A. And now he gets his big league moment on the last day of the season. A former 17th round pick. And I can't see the numbers anymore because they clear once you get to the postseason. He hit like 25, 26 home runs though. He's 29 years old. It's time to give him a chance, at least for one day. And we're chasing win 63 still. If we win this game, we do not lose 100. First big league at bat for Trenton Brooks. 1-1. Taken low. Up and away, 3-1. Gotta find the zone, right? Hit foul. Got him looking with a questionable pitch away. We got him playing first base in this one. Actually playing in the field. Soderstrom is DHing. That's on the ground. All we got to do is wait. Yeah, great play, Brooks. Hopefully at some point they bring in a righty. But this will work. Brooks, 2 down in the 4th. Up there. Angels ahead 1-0, by the way. 3-0. Suarez really pitching the rookie carefully. Popped up. Little late on that fastball. Oh, it's 6-0. I do not like our chances of avoiding 100 losses. 2 on, 1 down, and Brooks is going to make the play. Nice throw on to first. Gets it back in time for a double play. Oh, man, that wasn't the smoothest double play, but it was one of the more exciting. Got to check this out again. All the momentum carrying him across the line there. Nice, good feed back to him. We have no hits. We cannot get no hit on the last day of the season in a guy's debut at 29 years old. Well, maybe we have a hit now. There's a guy at second base. We have 2 hits. Okay. We have no runs. Ooh, that was it right there. Ah, popped up again. 0 for 3. He might not get another chance. But will in the 9th inning. We have a run. Again, 2 down, and Suarez is going for a complete game on the final day of the year. Would love to get Trenton Brooks at least something hit hard here. It's been all pop-ups and a strikeout. Lefty's tough. It's in the air, right center field. And the season will come to an end with Mike Trout spoiling what could have been a nice moment. Angels win. And year 3 has come to an end for the Oakland A's franchise. I'm excited to look ahead to year 4. You know, it's small steps here. It doesn't always feel like progress, but the guys are developing. The roster's improving. We're getting stronger. 62-100 will not get you into the postseason, unfortunately. They haven't expanded the playoffs quite enough for that. Here's your playoff field. LA Angels, number 1 seed. LA Dodgers, number 1 seed. Seth Brown hit 31 home runs this year to lead the team, and then 17 for Nick Gordon and Tyler Soderstrom. 14 for Christian Arroyo, and 11 for Zach Geloff. Overall, though, we're not a great home run hitting team. Leader in home runs is Seth Brown, and a .247 average is solid for this team. Gordon leads us, followed by Trey Sweeney. Tyler Soderstrom ends up at .259. And the on-base. A lot of young guys here are our best on-base players. Sweeney, number 1. Soderstrom, 2. And then Baez. Slugging, it's Seth Brown. Maybe Seth is our MVP. We'll see what WAR has to tell us. 7 triples for Gordon, 6 for Geloff. In terms of WAR, it is Tyler Soderstrom with a 2.8 and then Bellinger with a 1.7. Really did not give Cody a ton of attention this year, but this is really good production, like development, up to 78. Kind of rebuilding some of that trade value. Soderstrom ends up at a 77, maybe not demonstrating as much power as you'd like this year, but his contact was very good. His discipline was very good at the same time. This was a great year for him. Gordon 1.6, and this comes off the back of last year's 2.5. So, wasn't quite as good as last year, but still a good player. Brown, 1.3. Very good season for him. One of his better batting averages and a 1.3 WAR. Zach Geloff, very good contact against lefties. He finishes the year at a 73. Then you got Baez at 0.9. Susak ends up at 0.9 as well. Going to be a battle next year with him and Langoliers. And then for negative players, Nick Madrigal, who was down at AAA for much of the season. Connor Capel. For the pitching, most innings is Michael Soroka, 2.9 ERA. That is the best for starters. Domingo Acevedo, 2.2. Gonzalez had a 2.29. And Alex Reyes, 2.94. We've got a few really good relievers, and I think now a few really good starters. Soroka, the best. Medina, didn't finish the best, but feel great about the progress he made. Waldachuk, he got better this season. His numbers didn't end up in the best spot, but there were some quality starts in there. 14 of them, 1.2 WAR. Fujinami, yeah, this wasn't the season we were hoping for. Year one looks more like the anomaly. His WAR was good. Zach Jackson, I don't know what I'm getting into with this guy whenever he enters a game. Soroka had the best WAR on the team at 3. Medina, Blackburn, 2.1 each. Joe Michael finishes the year an 85 overall, getting really good production throughout the season. And Aaron Don closes as a 77. They are back to being the 1 and 2 prospects in all of baseball. And we need the boost next season from them. Luis Crespo enters now at 35th. He's above Miguel Cabrera. Crespo, a 65 overall at 18 years old. He did well at AA this year, but we can't go into the numbers any longer. But Crespo, Cabrera, two good contact first outfielders for us. I think I'd like to find maybe a bit more power there, but at the very least, we've got some serious talent. Gotta stay patient here in the game of baseball. As we look ahead to perhaps next season, Joe Michael, 88 is what they're looking at here. Trey Sweeney at 77. Aaron Don. I think this team in a couple years has a chance to be really intriguing. And next year will be the start, I think, of the players we've drafted getting a chance to transform this team. No player I've drafted yet has made their debut. And that, everybody, is going to bring an end to this season. I guess I should check on records and stuff quick, but for batting average, we're not last. We're 29th. For runs scored, we are last. But hey, we were 12th in doubles, and then we were 5th in triples. Second to last in homers. Second to last in stolen bases. Still the worst in on-base percentage. But our team ERA, that's up to 23 now. 21st in hits allowed. And 24th in runs allowed. Rafael Devers is your American League MVP this season, with Julio Rodriguez and Pete Alonso behind him. Fernando Tatis Jr. is the National League MVP. Cy Young winners are Patrick Sandoval of the Angels, now at 87 overall, coming off an outstanding season, and Zach Wheeler of the Phillies. The batting title. Mike Trout wins it in the American League, hitting .321, but Jeff McNeil's .352 takes the batting title for the entire major leagues. Reliever of the year, Joan Duran, a .67 ERA. He gave up 4 earned runs in 53 innings. Edwin Diaz in the National League. Rookie of the year, we just faced him, Willis Baker of the Texas Rangers. Had 15 homers this season and hit .224. The offense is a little underwhelming, but he's just a young player that has a lot of potential, it looks like, here for Texas. And for the National League, I don't want to butcher the first name here, but De Los Santos for the Diamondbacks with C potential. I mean, this is why you can't give up on C potential guys. Like, they can still be everyday productive players. I mean, Seth Brown's a C potential guy for us, and he's our best player at times. Tyler Soderstrom has the gold glove at catcher. He barely played catcher, though. I'm pretty sure. I might move him to first base next year. Just have that be his primary position. I'm not sure if there's any negative to doing that. Teoscar Hernandez won a gold glove. We missed out on that. He ended up hitting 19 homers this season. I don't think he hit many in New York in that case. The home run leader for this year is Fernando Tatis Jr. and his 46 home runs. Anthony Santander hit 43. That seemed to come out of nowhere. Wow, Adolfo Cairo already leading the American League in stolen bases. Starling Marte had 53. But Adolfo Cairo for the Twins. 19 years old and already a very intriguing player, and probably a reason why they were able to make it in as a wild card this year. Zach Wheeler, Walker Buehler, those are the only 20-game winners this season. Edwin Diaz had 59 saves to lead the league. Shohei Ohtani, best pitching WAR, and then Brady Singer, actually, for the Royals, has the best in all of baseball. For batting WAR, you got Mike Trout, edged out by Jeff McNeil. That's going to do it for this season, everybody. Fun year in the A's franchise. We're 3 years in, building the foundation, and I think we can start to really take things to the next level beginning in year 4, and we'll see if that is the case. Hopefully we can start taking those big steps towards being a legitimate baseball team again, but only time will tell. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Leave your thoughts on year 3 and the future beyond down below, and I'll talk to you all next time. Have a great day.